All right, keep those questions coming. I know there's a bunch more in there, but I want to get back so I can get through the rest of this module. Let me talk about part 2. This is what is blockchain-based digital art and why does it represent the future? And I want to talk about how you quantify NFTs. And I want to talk about a concept of utility. What is an NFT worth? And to think about that, we have to think about who we are and why do we do what we do as humans. And so I would argue that we're not much more further advanced than a bunch of monkeys in a tribe on the savannah. So you'll see my picture I put up here, which is a bunch of monkeys. And again, if you go back into the National Geographic channels, you'll see that, monkeys have a social hierarchy. And this is what we all do every single day, whether we know it or not. We're basically trying to prove ourselves in the hierarchy of other social monkeys. We do it in what we dress, right? I'm wearing a 3-piece suit, right? Or what the watches we wear, right? I've got a Hublot on. In our LinkedIn profiles, right? With the people we do and the guests that we have on your shows like London Real, right? We are constantly signaling to the world of where we are or where we want to be in this world. A picture with a celebrity, a piece of art, a car, a Lambro. These are all ways that we can try to signal to the rest of the monkey clan where our social order is. And let's be honest, your life is determined by where you are in the social order. Right down the road from me is an incredible woman who lives in Buckingham Palace. She's the queen. And she has a very high social order here. And because she has, and her family has for hundreds of years, they have a lot of benefits. It's good to be the king, as they say. And based on where your social order is, you will actually get a lot of value of what's happening in this system. And so again, it's really important to know where you are in this social space. And so when it comes to art and art collecting, you need to kind of know where you are in this social strata. And again, this isn't a unique phenomenon. We constantly see people throughout history showing off their art. And again, this is a picture from the movie Wall Street, and this is quite subtle. But when Gordon Gekko, when you walk into his office, you see a piece of art displayed on the wall. And he's constantly flexing or showing off his various treasures throughout the movie, whether it's his house in the Hamptons when he invites people over, his corporate jet, his pieces of art. He's constantly showing the world where he is in the world so he can benefit from that social status. And so art and NFTs have a utility in that sense because they show others that you have something that they don't have. And again, here's another image of Gordon Gekko from the movie. And there he is behind another very strange piece of modern art. This could easily be an NFT. And this is something that currently in the movie in Manhattan that his art dealer has told him that's going to go up in value. And so he's showing this off as a way of quote unquote flexing. And again, it's not me noticing this. There was a recent article in Fortune magazine, and I'll stick it up here right now. And it said this, quote, Rolexes and Lamborghinis are so yesterday. NFTs are the new digital flex. This is what's happening as we speak. When it comes to the digital world, which thanks to COVID last year, meant everyone's in the digital world right now. Everyone's on Zoom. Everyone's talking digitally. Now you've got a way to flex in the digital world. Whereas Gordon Gekko would have to wait for someone to come to his office to show off his art. He'd have to invite you to a private party at the Hamptons to show you his house. Now, guess what? You can flex digitally on the world in a matter of moments. And this is something that Justin Sun did here on Twitter just recently. I'll post this tweet right here. And here's Justin, who will be on the show, by the way, in a couple weeks. So shout out to Justin. He tweeted this, just spent $500,000 on a rock. And you can see his brand new ETH rock that he posted on Twitter. And that message in itself, it says a lot of things. It tells the world that Justin's hip, that he understands NFTs. It tells the world he's got $500,000 laying around that he can spend on that. And it's an incredible, incredible representation, in my opinion, of the digital flex, which is a lot of what's going on with art. And it always has been. It's just now we're taking this to a digital level. And so before I get into, in the next part, these concepts of scarcity and provenance and future value, which go into the value of NFTs, I want to just talk about the utility of the flex. This is a very important part. Showing off art, showing to other humans what you have that they might not have, is something we've been doing since back in the monkey days. And whether it's a Lamborghini, a new house, a picture with a celebrity, or now an NFT, this is how we are constantly jostling for social order in that monkey clan, which of course will give us access to all sorts of things in the future. More money, more social structure, more opportunities all come the higher you are up in the social order. And so that's something I want everyone to think about right now. And as soon as you can understand this, NFTs start to make a little bit more sense.